Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a source stack that honestly seems almost too simple at first glance.
Right. It's the short story, The First Week at Work, designed for English learners, focusing on, well, 5 really basic workplace phrases.
Exactly. Things like, good morning, can you help me?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff you think, okay, pretty foundational. But what we want to do today is a real deep dive because we think these simple interactions, they're actually crucial battlegrounds for professional strategy, how you make that first impression.
That's absolutely it. So for you listening, our goal today isn't just about memorizing Anna's, vocabulary list.
Well,
It's about pulling out the strategy hidden in those lines. How does Anna, who starts off nervous but also excited, actually use these conversational tools?
how does she project confidence, build rapport, get included?
Yeah, exactly. And make that really strong first impression. It's like a blueprint for effective demeanor in those first critical days.
Okay, so let's unpack it. It starts right at the beginning. Monday morning, Anna arrives. That mix of nerves and excitement you mentioned. And she leads with the first phrase, sets the tone.
Good morning.
Simple as that.
But what's really interesting, I think, isn't just her saying it, it's the response she gets immediately. Her new coworker, James.
Right, he doesn't just echo it back.
No, he adds something crucial. He says, "Good morning, Anna. Welcome to the team."
Ah, okay, that welcome to the team part.
Yeah,
That feels significant, more than just hello.
it absolutely is. It's the difference between just acknowledging someone's presence and actively including them psychologically.
Yeah, like checking a box versus opening a door.
Precisely. And our source material seems to highlight this because, especially in English-speaking workplaces, that intentional welcome does heavy lifting. It establishes belonging right away.
It's a social signal, isn't it? We see you, we expected you, you're one of us now.
Exactly. It transforms that moment. It's not just politeness. It affirms her role as a colleague, part of the group. It sets a positive foundation.
And I guess if James hadn't added that, if it was just good morning back.
Well, yeah, that could feel a bit colder, couldn't it? More isolating, perhaps. Anna might be left wondering, okay, where do I stand?
So a bit of the onus is on the existing team member there to offer that explicit welcome.
I think often, yes. It confirms the environment is receptive. James saying that basically validates her entry right from the start. And that positive vibe is really the setup for what comes next.
Which is, the practical stuff. Anna finds her desk, but needs help getting oriented. Office logistics. And this brings us to phrase 2. She needs assistance, and she asks.
Can you help me, please?
And the source emphasizes the please.
Yes, and this is where, again, what seems like basic manners is actually pretty strategic. That word please.
Why is it so strategic here? We all know to say please.
Well, think about it from James's perspective. You're busy, someone new interrupts. If they just demand, help me, or where's the thing, your first reaction might be slight annoyance, right? You have to overcome that initial resistance.
Okay, yeah. Cognitive friction, you called it.
Exactly, but framing it as, can you help me, please? That politeness, it acts like a social lubricant. It signals respect for his time, his focus.
So it bypasses that potential friction point.
Right. It makes the decision to help almost automatic and positive. It flips the interaction from a demand to a respectful request.
Which totally explains James's response. He's immediately positive. Of course. What do you need?
Precisely. It's a direct return on her sort of investment in politeness. If she'd been blunt, maybe he'd still help, but the willingness, the positive tone might not have been there.
And that willingness is huge for building rapport in the long run.
Absolutely critical. So that polite foundation is set. She gets his willing attention, and then she asks her specific question.
Phrase 3, the classic newbie question. Where is the meeting room? Straightforward, essential info.
And James's response is also quite effective. It's over there, next to the kitchen.
Okay, seems like just directions. What's strategic about that?
It's about how the information is anchored. Think about being new. You're overloaded with names, processes, layouts.
Right, total information flood.
So giving directions relative to a really obvious fixed landmark, the system, the kitchen, the main entrance, whatever makes it much easier to process and remember.
Instead of third door past the accounting section on the left.
Exactly. Which means nothing to you on day one, next to the kitchen that's immediately usable. It sticks. And for Anna, getting a clear, simple answer reinforces that asking questions works. It builds her confidence in navigating this new space.
So she's successfully navigated the initial greeting, the first request for help, and getting basic directions. Good start.
Solid groundwork laid.
Hmm.
But then comes a slightly higher stakes interaction later in the day.
Meeting the manager. Okay, yeah, different level of interaction. This isn't just a peer. This is about making a formal, good impression.
And she uses a smart two-part approach here. It's phrase 4 and phrase 5 combined.
Which are?
First, the standard professional courtesy. Nice to meet you. Can't skip that.
Standard operating procedure.
But then she immediately adds phrase 5. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Nice to meet you, I get. That's expected. Why the I'm happy to be here? Isn't that a bit much? Could it sound kind of forced?
That's a really good point. Delivery matters, of course, but the combination is the strategy. Nice to meet you handles the formal requirement. It shows respect for the person and the role. Basic politeness.
Okay.
But I'm happy to be here adds another layer. It signals something beyond just politeness. It signals commitment, enthusiasm, positivity towards the actual job and the opportunity.
So it's like saying, I respect you, and I'm genuinely excited about this role and contributing.
Precisely. The manager isn't just assessing if you're polite. They want to see if you have the right attitude, if you're engaged. Pairing those two phrases delivers both messages concisely. Respect and enthusiasm.
It paints a fuller picture quickly.
Exactly. It covers the professional courtesy and signals that proactive, positive mindset managers look for.
And the manager's response in the story reflects that, right? We're happy to have you, Anna. It mirrors her enthusiasm.
It does. It completes that positive feedback loop we saw with James earlier, but now at the management level. She put out the right signals, respect, commitment, and got immediate validation back.
Which must feel great on day one. Mission accomplished for that interaction.
Absolutely. That's pretty much the goal for the first week, right? Use the language to establish that mutual respect and show you're ready to go.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. End of the day, Anna looks back. She used her English, met people, learned things, and has this thought. Maybe working in English isn't so hard after all.
And that feeling, that sense of ease, is really the core takeaway for you listening. Why did she feel that way? The source material gives us the answer directly.
What does it say?
It says, being polite and confident at work helps you speak better English every day.
Polite and confident.
But here's the crucial connection we need to make. These phrases aren't just about being polite in the abstract. They are the tools that actually enable the confidence.
Ah, okay. That's the real so what insight here, isn't it? It's not just learn the phrase. It's understand how the phrase helps you feel and act confident.
Exactly. Think about the cognitive load on your first day. New place, new people, new systems.
It's overwhelming.
Totally. Now, if on top of all that, you also have to struggle in the moment to figure out the right words for basic social interactions, how to greet someone properly, ask for help without sounding rude, introduce yourself formally.
You'd freeze up. Or just avoid interacting.
Right. Your brain just gets overloaded. But this source gives Anna and you a predictable, reliable structure for those key moments. Greeting, requesting, locating, introducing, committing.
Because she knows, can you help me, please, is the right way to ask. She doesn't hesitate. She doesn't stumble over the wording.
Exactly. That linguistic uncertainty is removed. The structure handles the social complexity for her. It frees up her mental energy to focus on the content of the interaction or the actual task at hand.
The confidence comes partly from knowing you're navigating the social basics correctly. It's like a confidence hack built into a language lesson.
That's a great way to put it. So for you listening, think about internalizing these 5 interactions. They cover a huge percentage of those initial contact points.
They give you a safe way to enter almost any common workplace conversation, knowing you're starting off on the right foot, signaling respect and professionalism.
Consider them your communication starter pack, maybe, your safety net. When you know these structures are solid, you can relax a bit and focus on the substance of what you need to say or do.
Okay, so summing up the strategy behind Anna's seemingly simple first week. That inclusive greeting, welcome to the team, sets the stage.
The polite request with please, huge ROI on getting willing help.
The clear, landmark-based, location query, efficient information transfer.
And that powerful introduction combo, nice to meet you, plus I'm happy to be here, covers respect and enthusiasm.
These are the building blocks. They take you from just, getting by with the language to actually performing effectively, strategically in that new environment.
Well said. It's about moving beyond just vocabulary.
So, building on Anna's realization that maybe it wasn't as daunting as she thought, we're going to leave you with a final question to think about.
Okay.
We've looked at these 5 pretty foundational interactions. The greeting, the polite request, asking for location, the formal intro, expressing commitment. Which one of these seemingly small things, when done consistently and confidently, do you think actually has the biggest long-term impact on how your colleagues, and maybe even your manager, perceive your overall professionalism?
That's interesting. Is it the first impression of the greeting, the consistency of politeness, the proactive enthusiasm?
Maybe think about it this week. Observe those small interactions around you. It's often those little moments, repeated day after day, that consistent politeness, that quiet confidence, that occasional expression of being happy to be part of the team that really shape the positive professional reputation you build for yourself. Those tiny moments might just make the biggest difference in the long run.